YouTube? How's it going today? Texas Redleg here. I just wanted to throw together a video on 5 overlooked preps. I'm going to say overlooked, not by everybody, obviously, but, I've even caught myself overlooking some of this stuff, in the past and then recently. It's easy to get, like I said, out of balance one way or the other, and I just sort of wanted to throw out these 5 areas that I think we all probably need to be reminded of when it comes to preps and all that entails. And so 5 of the often overlooked preps to me are reading glasses and prescription eyewear. And, go ahead and throw in like eye drops and any of that kind of stuff in there as well. Especially as a lot of us get older, our eyes start going probably first, and it'd be nice to be able to read and see should things really get nasty and we have a prolonged inability to secure things in the future. The second one is educational materials, and I'm thinking of like stuff for kids to learn, simple basic math books, history, reading, writing, all that, science. It might be good to have some different levels of some educational materials, some booklets, textbooks even, if you have certain things like that. I think a good way to do all that is to download, apps and things like that. And not apps necessarily, but, information and different materials that don't need to be accessed online. You can just download them straight to the device, and so I would say anything that you can get in that regard will be helpful going forward. You can download the Bible to your phone and device and whatever, and all kinds of other things that can get you get you the ability to learn more and, keep up with different things, and maybe, how to repair things or recipes or what have you. But educational materials, I think, are big. And, if we, again, have a prolonged outage or prolonged issues with gaining access to things, educational materials might be pretty doggone handy. Third one is tools and hardware. When I say tools, I'm not really talking about DeWalt impact drivers and things like that. I'm talking about manual tools like a rip saw, a manual drill, pliers, hammers, screwdriver set, things like that. There's a lot of people that, don't have anything, and don't understand how people go along through life with that or like that. But even if all you can get is a multi-tool and some duct tape and some wire, that's a pretty good start. At least you have something. But I would really consider getting myself some manual operated tools and some extra hardware, screws, nuts, bolts, nails, maybe some tarps, maybe some poly sheeting, things like that. If you have some kind of hole in your roof, can you patch a hole in your roof? Can you keep it from leaking inside the house with what you have on hand currently? That's a good way to think about it, I think. So another one, a fourth one here, is photos and or scans of important documents like your driver's license, your passport, shot records, for everybody, in the family, and including any type of medical information that might be important, your medications, etc., things like that. That might be huge if you were to lose, all your information in a disaster of some kind or whatever. You can also scan those to your devices, and you don't need to be online for that either. So either photos or scans of important documents is huge, I think. And then the fifth one that I'm going to go ahead and throw out there, and I know that a lot of people probably already have this taken care of, but The fifth area that is, I think, often overlooked is good quality footwear. And that can be, a good pair of boots, a good pair of, sports type shoes, leather shoes. You need something with good, ankle support typically, and a good sole, something that can withstand the heat and the cold. But you need to really invest in at least one pair of good quality footwear should you have to hit the road or just be on your feet. If anybody that works on their feet all the time can understand the value of a good pair of boots or shoes in order to keep you, moving. Because if your feet get screwed up, that's going to be it for you. That's just how it works. And being in the military, guys and gals understand taking care of your feet is paramount, and that's a huge advantage that you would have if something were to happen, is if you have a good quality pair of shoes or boots to get you through a situation. And you also want them to be waterproof, at least if you can, and if not, you can go buy some different water repellent materials. Or Snow Seal is one. There's all kinds of additives that you can put onto the exterior of the shoe and or boot and make it basically waterproof. So anyway, again, that's five areas that I think are often overlooked with regard to prepping, and that's reading glasses, prescription eyewear, educational materials, tools and hardware, photos or scans of your important documents, and then 5, quality footwear. So I would encourage everybody to at least look at those and see where you're at, and see if you need to improve in those areas or if you're good. So anyway, with that, everybody have a great week. Keep prepping, stack it deep, and long live the Republic.